Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd. Last time, the gang, got found the bones in the coffin maker's house, and also were attacked by roughly half a dozen relatively high level monsters for them, and they managed to escape and get away. And then they took the bones back to the church, and then they found out that Erasmus found out he's not actually here with you guys right now to discuss this. But Erasmus found out that he was actually born in Barovia, and that the burgomaster's sister is his mother, and so she took the burgomaster took him to the Thani, who consequently took him to Greyhawk, where the burgomaster has sort of decided that it's his destiny to help with the town, and Erasmus is like, nah. And I'm guessing that Erasmus just immediately went to the inn to go get drunk, so that's why he's not here. And and since Ape also is having trouble joining us because his power's out and he doesn't know if it'll come back on, we will say that his character also went to the inn to get drunk. So
I'm here. I'm sorry. I had problems with my coffee maker.
Okay, it's fine. I was just doing the recap.
The important thing is I'm here.
Makers in Barovia.
The best character.
All right. So I know that Gertrude wanted to go stay at the church, but does anybody want to go to the Blue Water Inn with Erasmus and the guy's name whose name I always forget because I'm terrible.
I was going to.
Garen. A great idea.
I'm at the inn.
Garen, yes, Garen.
At the inn.
Okay, you're going to the inn.
Here.
Yeah, and
Everybody's going to the inn except Gertrude. Cool.
Me.
All right.
I'm gonna ask the priest some questions when I get the chance.
Okay, actually, we'll do your stuff now because yours probably will not take as long as the stuff going on to the Water Inn. So, quick camera focus on Gertrude. So you.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Welcome back.
Isaac, the very tall, scary guy, burned down the house with the vampires, so that's taken care of. We're good there.
Yes, I figured that's what that smoke was about.
Yep. It was super cool. Hey, how knowledgeable are you of the surrounding countryside?
I myself am not very knowledgeable about the surrounding countryside. I try not to leave the safety of the church the church mostly, but the safety of the walls of Villaki. However, there are two wolf hunters that hang around at the Blue Water Inn. Their names are Zoldar Zolvardovich and I cannot pronounce these fucking names, guys. I'm going to type them out, and that's what he's.
Send them my way, and I can help you out.
Yeah, I'm going to type them out, and he pronounces them correctly. Bitch. That's the first one, and then
Soldat Soldarovich.
First name.
It's like Jonathan, son of Jonathan. You know, it happens.
There's the other name. Yevgeny
Krushkin.
Yep, and he says they actually have quite a bit of knowledge about the surrounding countryside. They are wolf hunters. They are responsible for most of the heads on the pikes that you see from last week. And he looks kind of like about it when he remembers it, but he doesn't say anything against it.
Bangin'. Do you have any knowledge of Saint Markovia? Is that a name you're familiar with?
This is the Church of Saint Markovia. So yes, he has quite an extensive knowledge about Saint Markovia.
Are there any other churches or abbeys around that you know of?
Not that I am aware of. Oh, actually, and then not it. Yes. Oh no. Okay, he's not. So he is actually he's knowledgeable of the Abbey of Saint Markovia. He goes, yes, the Abbey of Saint Markovia is in the village of Kresk.
Can you spell that for me?
Krezk.
Thank you.
It's a couple miles away from here to. Hold on, I'll drag up the world map and I'll show you where it is on that map. Yes, this is it. Okay. So Barovia, Kresk. Okay, so if you zoom out real quick, so you're up at this northern part right here. For that. Kresk is located over here. So it's about like so with the winding paths and everything, it's probably about a 2 days ride. But yes, it's
Can you put like a big red X on that map for us?
Yeah, I'll make a square around it. Draw a shape. Let's make it red. Whoop, that's where you're going.
Thank you.
That's at least what you're asking about, not where you're going. I'm assuming that's where you want to go, but that's everybody.
It is a destination on the list.
Yep. All right. He goes, "Why do you ask, my child?"
Well, while we were bringing Irina here, we ran into a sort of traveling caravan. There was a fortune teller there, and she told us that something we need in order to kill Strahd is going to be in or around that abbey.
Well, I would not suggest going there lightly. I've not heard many good things come out from the Abbey of Saint Markovia lately, but I've not heard much news at all. And unfortunately, in Barovia, no news is bad news.
You say not much news. Any news of people? Because we're specifically looking for a person.
I have not heard many people going in to this Abbey of Saint Marco to the village of Kresk actually coming back out as of late.
All right. Well, still, you've been a very big help. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Yeah. And then, I check on Irina, like I do.
She's doing fine. She's sitting there reading some horrible, dark, gothic book about, just the most depressing subjects ever. She's a very depressing person, but
she's having a hard time right now.
Oh no, this was Saint Angel's church. Excuse me, that was Saint Angel, not Saint Markovia. So, but either way, he knows enough about what's going on about the lack of stuff going on in Kresk that he would be able to tell you all that anyway. So no retconning necessary.
Okay.
All right.
And then what time of day is it right now?
It's starting to get dark. You will, if you want to go to the Blue Water Inn, you'll still have time to get there before night falls. So.
Yeah. All right. I say polite farewells to my two friends at the church, and then I head over.
All right. So while that is happening, camera focuses on everybody else. Gray Smoke. Yeah, gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large, two-story wooden building with a stone foundation and sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall.
It's time to go in the pub.
Alright. So, go in...
Clearly I need to make the door burst open.
let's see. So you go in the... When you go in the main entrance to the tap room, damp cloaks hang from pegs in the entrance portico. The tavern is packed with tables and chairs, with narrow paths meandering between them. A bar stretches along one wall, under a balcony that can be reached by a wooden staircase that hugs the north wall. Another balcony hangs overhead an entrance to the east. All the windows are fitted with thick shutters and crossbars. Lanterns hang above the bar and resting on tables bathe the room in a dull orange light that casts shadows upon the walls, most of which are adorned with wolf heads mounted on wooden plaques. Then you see there is a there are since this is taking place before Kat's character starts walking back, you can see two guys. They are dressed in wolf pelts. They're drinking. They look quite competent at what they do. One has like a big, thick arrow. The other one's just, I think, has a sword. And then I actually have a handout for what they look like. Give me a second to find it. Here it is. Right, so this guy right here.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a grizzled individual.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, isn't that the guy that someone else was going on about?
And then there's this guy. Yeah, these are the two guys that the one guy was talking about.
That's a much less grizzled individual.
Yep.
It looks like he has a scar.
Yeah, big old
over his
scar.
left eye.
He looks like his face is a piece of paper that got crumpled up.
I mean, that's how you make a guy in Western fantasy art, right?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, all I really need is a room, so I'm going to go buy myself a room and go to bed.
Also, in the bar, there is this man. Like, ignore the name. You don't know his name yet. Ignore all the names, because you technically don't know any of their names yet. But you see this guy right there. And behind the bar... let's see. Yeah, there's... Oh, this is not in here? This... Or is he... Oh, is it just underneath the entire family? Okay. So, behind the bar, you see the guy with the beard. And
holy shit! It's Brian Blessed.
That's a hell of a beard.
What if he dyes it?
I mean, with the sharpness of those lines, he must.
And he greets you all warmly to his inn.
I compliment him on his beard.
Thank you.
How much is a room?
A room? One room... Hold on, I'm trying to see. Okay, a bed for the night costs 1 electrum piece, which is basically 5 silver. That includes, food and, that includes, hot beet soup and fresh bread. If you want a wolf steak, it costs another electrum.
What, it costs another electrum?
Yeah, so basically for 1 gold you get a room, bread, soup, and steak.
Sounds good. I give him
Yeah.
All right. So he takes
Yeah.
the golds, and behind him you can actually see some wine casks. One of them is marked Purple Grape Mash, number 3. And one of them is called Red Dragon Crush. The Purple Grape Mash costs. The Purple Grape Mash costs 2 copper for a pint, and Red Dragon Crush costs a silver for a pint.
Wait, they don't have any. I don't remember any of these Lottie Da drinks from back in my hometown. Do they have any beer?
They go, no, unfortunately, we do not really carry beer. Our family actually owns the winery, so we try to keep it in we try to support the family business, as it were.
Okay.
Well, when
Give
in
me a
Rome.
bottle of each wine mixed in a bucket.
They look at you horrified, but I mean, it's 2 copper and 3. It's a silver and 3 copper. They're not going to say no.
I don't have any copper.
They can make change for a silver. It's
Okay.
it's 10 copper to a silver, so they can make change.
Okay, 2 silvers. That's what, 7 copper change.
Yeah, 2 silvers with
I
7
love it.
copper change. Yep.
Whatever.
They can give you an electrum if you want, as opposed to a.
That's fine. I'm done.
Okay. Actually, no, I got that backwards anyway. So yes, it's 7 coppers either way.
How much for a straw?
They just give you a. They just give you a straw on the house.
Excellent.
They should refuse to give him a straw on principle.
No, no, they're not gonna.
Money's money.
I start drinking my bucket.
Okay, they. Most people look on horrified.
Excellent.
I would like to buy a round of the house wine.
A round of the house wine. All right. We'll just say that comes up to like which house wine? Because they're both house wines. Do you want to go with the good stuff or the bad stuff?
The good
The good stuff. All right. Just take a gold out. And we'll say that's enough for everybody in the bar, because there's more than just those 3 guys in here. There's actually a couple other people in here, I'm
waiting for them to put my share of the wine in my bucket.
Yeah, you're not getting any. I'm sorry.
I'm glad that Ent has graduated from trying to hurt people with psychological warfare.
Guess I'm a good
Maybe.
influence.
Oh, actually, also there's also 2 men in here. I don't know. I don't think I actually have any handouts. I don't think they have any. I don't think they have any concept art in the book. So.
We do know that they have glasses of wine in front of them.
Yes, they do have glasses of wine in front of them, for which they are eternally grateful to you. Actually, they say, "Thank you, dear friend. That's anything to keep us away from Mother for a little while." And they clink glasses and.
I cleaned my bucket.
Pardon me, who's Mother?
They actually look at each other and go, "That's not important right now. That's not important. Tell us, where do you come from? Why are you here?" Roll insight.
Let's see. Click my character sheet. Insight
Yes,
is here.
Mm-hmm. All right. You can't really tell one thing or another about them. So they're just asking you about your adventures. Like, why are you here? What have you done since what interesting things have you done?
Oh, I haven't done much. I just arrived at a nearby town straight out of knighting school. It's not a night school. We do it all day.
This guy is funny. I like him.
Thank you. They're the first friendly faces I've seen all day.
No, that's not true. You saw the priest earlier today.
I guess.
I'm a friendly
The point
face.
is, I forgot about him already.
You fucking aren't.
I'm the friendliest face.
Hey, you want to see this short sword? It's silver, and I just found it in a nearby place.
They look at it and they appreciate it.
Yeah, we could use it to murder a vampire. Or so I hear.
Interesting. So they're all chatting down. Does anybody else want to talk to? They're just sitting there listening to your adventures. Does anybody else want to talk to anybody else?
We went to a murder house.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I was going
talk
to
to
talk
that
to the
cool
fancy
old guy.
lads.
Excuse me. Hold on, Dijon. What was that?
Lad. Octavio.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to talk to him? All right. He sits down and he goes, hello. How are you this night?
Oh, I just finished a pretty hard day of fighting vampires. What's that book you got there?
He says, well, you see, I run a circus, a traveling circus, and I've written down all of the unusual things that I have come across in my travels.
Really?
Oh, may I see?
Sure, I just need to find out where the fuck that's... There we are, okay. It actually does say, like, the stuff that are in... Where is it? Oh no! It's in a different part of the. I know it's in here. Okay. He shows you the book, and in it there's a drawing of a wear-hair child, a boy who transforms into a rabbit on nights of the full moon. A half-orc woman named Borabacha who could chew through iron chains. A giant man-eating plant that had the most remarkable singing voice. A pair of conjoined goblins, and a small man with no legs named Fillmore Stunk, who could drink whole casks of wine without getting drunk.
I can do that.
Wow. How talented.
Yes, it's quite an adventure, actually. So I am unfortunately stuck here until the Festival of the Burning Sun has finished.
Are you looking forward to the festival?
Yes. He
Because
says.
I sure am.
After, like that's the exact. That is like when he asked you that, he gives that exact amount of pause and says yes. Yes, I am. Everybody, go ahead and roll perception.
By the way, I did the math. It would take me about 15 minutes to walk to the church and about 15 minutes to walk back.
Okay.
It's
All right.
40.
All right. This is enough for at least both Aiden and End to determine that his accent is not from Barovia.
Wow. This is extremely in character and out of character.
Oh, where are you from? I'm from hell.
I highly doubt that you're actually from hell, my tiefling friend.
No, I am. Everyone doubt me.
But hey, he seems to at least know that you're a tiefling, which is more than anybody else has said.
Actually, from hell. No one appreciates me.
He says,
So I have to set up your carnival. No, sorry.
I'm from a land quite far away. I just came into Barovia to travel and with my circus, and I have found myself stuck here, thanks to the fogs that surround the countryside. Quite unnatural, it seems.
Why would you set up your carnival for the celebration? Seems like you get pretty good business.
I did not know the celebration was going to occur when I originally arrived here. And that was over a week ago, and that was when the festival of that was when the Wolf's Head Jamboree happened. And then I asked if I could set up my carnival then, and the Baron said no, for he was too busy attending to the next festival that he had to plan, and he did not want any competition.
Oh,
If
it's
you're a
been very
circus,
happy for a while.
where's the rest of the acts?
Hey, you
You cut off there. What was that?
right?
You cut off there. What was that?
I think my internet's being bullshit right now. He mentioned a fog.
I can hear you just fine.
Okay.
Oh,
Good. That just must be me. But Dijon's like literally the only one cutting out for me, so.
Oh,
that's weird.
that's bizarre. 'Cause he's not.
Now everybody's cutting out. Great,
I'm still
cool.
cutting out for Colin.
Foul. You mentioned a fool or a foul or a phone or
A
something.
fog.
Fog.
Also,
Hey, a fog.
also known as a mist.
Bellatrix looks at him and says, "Fog."
Also, I hope you enjoyed this stream of consciousness storytelling.
Super great.
Alright.
Yeah, that stream of consciousness storytelling is really good. Real epic. Love it.
Alright. So it's around this time. It's around this time that Gertrude arrives, and it's around this time that actually the two guys that Aiden was chatting up say that they have to get up and they have to go back home. So they get up and they start heading home.
Are those the two guys that I was interested in?
No, the two guys that you're interested in are actually staying here and with their drinks.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna walk up to the bartender.
Hello,
Oh,
welcome.
well, okay.
Hi, I'm with them, and I sort of do the double thumb wave at my party of friends.
I do an awkward wave.
I give her the finger.
Yeah, those guys.
Gertrude also does air quotes. around friends.
I'm looking for a couple of guys. Wolf hunters, something like that. They're supposed to be here.
Yes, you actually are just in time to catch them. They are right over there. And he points over to Zoldar and Yevgeny.
Oh, thank you. I give him a gold.
His eyes kind of go wide at a tip of a gold, but he does not turn it away, so he slides it over to himself.
And it's all that I have. I am just carrying gold.
Make change. Well, like, I don't mind you guys. Make change, but okay.
I think we need to make a trip to the exchange office and just get out a whole bunch of Electrum.
Anyway,
I keep my assets in character.
So you go over to those two, and they.
I walk up to them and I say, "Hello, gentlemen.
Hello. How are you today?
Pretty good. I got my neck bitten real hard and almost died. How are you guys doing?"
Mostly the same. Quite honest. You see one of them kind of has like a fresh wolf bite, and he just sort of seems to be like drinking it off.
Huh. I pull down my collar and show him my vampire bite, which is not fully healed.
They just sort of look at it and then look at you, and they just keep drinking.
It's got messed up. I've been told that you two are pretty knowledgeable about the surrounding countryside.
Yeah.
Could I ask you some questions about it, please?
Very well.
I'm looking for two things. Number one, what's the highest point of elevation around here?
Highest point of elevation. Highest point of... That would be... I gotta find my map. somewhere around here.
No, that's the deepest point.
That would be Mount Gacus. We don't venture out that far, at least not without being paid very well.
Do you know if there's a house up there?
No, there is no house up there.
Huh. You know anything about a stone dragon? Or somewhere around here?
Dragon. Let me roll. Something for them to see if they actually would know about that. Let me drag up their stats real quick. Because by surrounding countryside, I thought you meant like just a mile or two away from Villaki. So
No, I'm basically talking about all of Barovia.
yeah, they wouldn't know. Unless they've heard something, they would not know that much. So I'm gonna roll individually for each of them. Wisdom. Not just 20 plus 1, d20 plus 1. One definitely doesn't, and the other one definitely doesn't. So they go, sorry, we are not familiar.
Shoot. Okay. That's fine. Do you know anything about a big hill of graves or an evil tree?
Phase 3. Actually, Yevgeny knows about that. Soldar goes, we do not, actually, Soldar, before I joined you, I did not know anything about the evil tree, but there is a tree, hold on. I need to figure out exactly, which one was that, what was the exact...
That's the, knowledge. An evil tree grows atop a hill of graves, where the ancient dead sleep. The ravens can help you find it. Look for the treasure there. That's knowledge from the druid card.
Okay, knowledge from the druid card. Okay, they go, yeah, he goes, actually, I do know of a place of mass graves, called Yester Hill. And, he, so mark that on your map. Well, let me try. Rovia, find it on my map, so that, to find out what letter is associated with Yester Hill. Alright, why? Oddly enough. Now I need to find it on the map. Okay, I found it. So, zooming out, Yester Hill is... I want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna mark it in a green. It is there, and then here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's south of the village. Yep.
I've got eyes on.
Okay. All right, and then and he goes, Innie. I don't know anything about the evil trees there, however, but I have not been in quite some time. I try not to stray too far away from Villaki.
Well, if it's a big hill of graves, then that's a really good place to start for us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I give them 5 gold a pop, just for their time and their help.
They gladly take it. All right. So.
And then I bow politely to them, and then I walk over to join my friends.
Okay.
That's it.
When you go that way, when you do that, the bartender actually calls for a woman, and she starts tending the bar, and he moves over to you, and he sits down with you guys, and he goes, "Excuse me, I could not help but overhear you talking about certain areas. May I inquire as to why?"
Well, my little group of misfits here that I'm a part of,
Hi.
we're gonna kill Strahd.
We are?
That's the plan. And on our way in here, we ran across a fortune teller who said that we'd need a couple of specific magical things in order to make it happen. And I'm asking, she didn't tell us exactly where, like she didn't give us coordinates or anything, but she told us landmarks, and so I'm asking about landmarks because I don't know the countryside.
Very interesting. This you are out to kill Strahd. Perhaps would help. You see, my supply of wine is nearly gone, and the next shipment is overdue.
Oh, no.
I would greatly appreciate if you were to go to the Wizards of Wine. The Wizards of Wine's winery, and help out there. I'm not sure what has gone on. My wife's father and I are not exactly on the best.
I sit up
Guys.
super straight and I have the hugest smile on my face, and I say, I would be absolutely happy to help you.
Yes.
What's in it for me?
You're going to be there anyways. I'll take care of all of it.
He says, well, free wine.
Done.
Guys, we need to do this. We absolutely have to. I don't think my retainers would be able to forgive me if we don't.
Free wine and free board.
Alright, he will point
Give
out,
me my gold.
let me see. I will find where that is, located on my map, and I will mark it with a square as usual. Let's see. Damn, where is it? Ah, okay. It's actually just a little north of the place the tree that you were asking about. So it is
Little house in the clearing?
here. Yeah, this one right there.
Yeah, the little
I
house in the
will
clearing.
draw a blue square. Right there.
Wow. Oh, hey, they even have a little vineyard there.
Yeah.
Like an actual vineyard. It's just not just a house.
Yeah. So he goes, thank you so much. May the ravens watch over you kindly.
Oh, can I actually ask you about ravens real quick?
Of course.
Is there a thing about ravens in this country? Because we met a raven at a windmill, and it basically told us not to go in there. And then when we didn't listen, one of us almost got killed by some witches.
Ah, yes. Ravens are ravens to the ignorant and the superstitious are signs of ill omen. But ravens watch over all and try to warn and lead to a path of glory. Actually.
Interesting.
They are the eyes and the mouths of those who would hope to one day get rid of Strahd.
See, that fits, because one of the things we were told by the fortune tellers is that for one of the items in particular, ravens would help us find it.
I believe they would.
Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And thank you so much. I would suggest that you stay for the Festival of the Burning Sun before going to the winery. The burgomaster would probably not allow you. Be very irate if you were to leave before then.
Oh
And
no.
you do not want to get on his bad side.
Yeah, especially because we've got a friend who's going to be staying here long term. Gonna try not to get on his bad side.
After the Festival of the Burning Sun concludes, I imagine he will allow you to go before he starts preparation for his next festival next. He says that like it's a foregone conclusion. Like he's fully expecting another festival.
Oh, we should stay for that one as well.
No, if he's the winery I would prefer if you took care of the winery before you.
If you give me free room and board until we have to go, then I'll consider leaving before the next festival.
Fine.
No, and here's how it goes. You can either stay here for the festival after the Sun Festival, and you get no free wine for helping this man out with the vineyard problem, or you can come with us and miss that festival, but then get free wine later.
Gertrude, I've already finished my negotiations. He's given me my money back. It's all good. You just got to know how to do a deal. You got to drive a hard deal to get your money.
And how the heck are you going to have a festival without wine?
Exactly. Now I've got everything I want, and you get me along to help save the wine. It's win-win for end.
All right. So
I'm going to bed.
All right. So I will say at this point, everybody goes to bed, rather content with their wine, and y'all wake up the next day. So dawn of the second day. 48 hours remain until the Festival of the Burning Sun.
Okay, I've got an important question. Mm-hmm. It's now been over 24 hours since I drank laughter.
Yep, it has been. It certainly has been.
Okay.
See, got 2 more potions.
Just reminding you. Alright. I need to earn some money while we wait for the festival. I'm going to join the town guard.
Alright.
I know. Breakfast.
Alright, so you're seeking to join the town guard. Alright, we'll take care of your thing about joining the town guard. Alright, they don't mark where the guard barracks is on this map because I don't think they fully expected anybody to want to try and join the town guard, honestly.
They didn't expect me.
Yeah.
Would they? Town guard even accept someone so horny?
We're about to find out. When you go to, I need you to roll investigation. Actually, to see if they're even.
Oh no, I'm
applicants.
still at disadvantage for all my skills.
Yes, you definitely are.
That's a 3.
That's actually oh yeah, that is a 3. Yeah, you cannot find anyone who knows how you would even go about joining the town guard on as short of a term basis as you want to join. It seems to be either a very long-term commitment or you don't join at all.
This is the worst side quest ever.
That's only because you rolled like shit.
That's not my fault that you're making me roll everything in disadvantage.
Yeah, it actually really is!
It's your fault.
You drank the laughter.
Yeah, and I've not laughed once. I think those witches don't know how to label things. Paladin, you love laws and stuff. Let's help me out here.
I mean, the laws here seem to be more in favor of burning down public property than actually serving the greater good.
The law's the law.
Well, also the letter of the law clearly states that you can't be the town guard.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you all do this to me?
I'm sorry, but you're evil and you stink.
You know, it's not my fault I'm a devil.
Alright,
so... Well, I was born, this is racism, this is.
Alright, so... Who else wants to do something? Let's move on. Since End has sort of hit a dead end there.
Oh, I would like to learn more about the goings on of the festival, like what activities there are, and like whether they have like cool festival food or.
They seem to have, like, when you say cool festival food, everybody just sort of looks at you like, okay. But,
Pastries.
No, they don't have pastries. They do, however, like, tell you that, you know, there's usually food provided at these things. Usually either suckling pig or some nice wolf steaks, and everybody seems to be sick and fucking tired of suckling pig and wolf steaks.
I'm not.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go help the burgomaster's wife make decorations.
Wait, I thought she was done. I thought it was just a one-day thing, but.
I'm sure there's plenty more we can do to help this town prepare for their festival.
Well, it might help us learn more about this festival.
I mean, you guys have pretty much learned everything that you can learn about the festival. Basically, the Baron is throwing it to try and keep the village happy, to keep Strahd away, and that it just involves building a giant sun effigy and then setting it on fire later. So that's that's the long and short of the information about the festival.
Well, do they need us to go out into the woods?
I've always wanted to see Apilia. Man. Is there anything we can learn about just how effective this is?
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Investigation. Wow.
That's actually enough. You learn that the constant festivals aren't actually cheering anybody up. And that even the people who are being cheered up don't necessarily believe that being happy keeps Strahd away. It seems to be more of you even get from like one or two people that it seems to be like a game that Strahd is playing, just like leading the Baron on and like making him think that this is working, and then probably one day he'll just swoop in and kill whoever he feels like and then leave.
Oh, he's so cool.
And there's nothing cool about pointless murder.
No, generally it's better when it's got a point. You're right there. Alright, we're not getting anywhere. I invoke my pact with Mephistopheles to ask for some guidance for a plot hook. Which is apparently something that warlocks can just do.
I mean...
Wow.
Mephistopheles actually sort of, Actually, when you do that, instead of hearing Mephistopheles' voice like you usually do, you hear a little chuckle and then a voice that isn't Mephistopheles and isn't familiar to you says, "Are you trying to talk to somebody else in my realm?"
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to my dad.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. I don't think I'll let you talk to him today.
Can you take a message?
I'm afraid I am losing connection.
I can't believe you did this.
No, guys, it's a serious campaign.
Oh,
He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. He goes, "No, I cannot. I'm afraid that today you don't get to talk to this Mephistopheles, I believe he was called."
He's my dad.
We all had fathers at some point. And any further any further conversations with this voice results in no reply.
Guys, my amulet's broken.
Who are you talking
I'm
to?
sorry about your father.
I was talking to presumably the Devil Strahd.
Oh, actually,
The Devil Strahd knows your dad.
actually, because of that long rest you took, actually do make a Constitution saving throw there, and
Oh, good. Normal or at disadvantage?
normal.
Why is it always so slow when I click things?
So, is he trying to get over his laughter sickness there?
I think
You'll find
he's
out.
going to find out whether it gets worse.
Nah.
It presumably gets much worse.
Nah,
Oh.
you don't feel any different.
Oh.
Actually, hold on.
That's
Due to the extreme
good.
stress that you have for not being able to talk to Mephistopheles, make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Colin really wants something to happen.
Oh.
I really do.
What though?
All right, you're fine. You're fine.
So, I'm guessing he didn't have a panic attack is what happened?
You'll find out.
I didn't burst into manic laughter.
So is he
Okay,
off disadvantage rolls now?
No, only for the Constitution saves against this. He's off disadvantage rolls. But still at disadvantage rolls for skill set stuff.
So, we're trapped in this town, and I don't know where we could go.
Bellatrix is sort of asking around town. When she was coming into town, she saw a bunch of roads leading into the forest at the south, and she's kind of wondering where they lead.
Wait.
It actually turns out there is a Vistani encampment down there for right now.
I've been wondering what that was the whole time.
Yeah. It's a Vistani camp.
Might be good.
Oh,
to
here?
visit.
Yeah, there.
Huh. Would we be allowed to visit there?
Yes, there will be town guards that will escort you there, and they won't go to the camp they won't go to the camp proper with you, but basically if you're not back after a reasonable amount of time, then they will probably come looking for you. But yeah, they'll allow you to go that way. If you want to go that way, that's fine.
The Vistani have been so nice to us
All right.
until now.
Okay.
Unlike the people of this town.
The people of this town have been lovely, you just don't get their rules.
All right. So the woods part to reveal an expansive clearing, a small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a huge tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole on the top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odors of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. So, there's actually a map for this. Let me... Oh.
How cozy.
Okay, here it is. Come on! Whoop.
Yeah, horses.
Horses.
Horse. Oh, man,
Why
that's a
don't
lot
these
of
guys
horses.
have to go to the festival?
Oh lord, that's a lot of horses.
Because, the Stani aren't welcome into town.
Wow. Damn.
Alright, so, what do you guys want to do?
I
Aside from clickety clack, clickety clack clack.
Yeah, that sounds like Cherry MX Blues to me, or maybe Buckling Springs. Anyway, I'd like to visit the main tent. It looks like a party.
Who's that all the
Alright.
way on the left? Is that supposed to be
All
there?
the way on the left. I believe they are.
Yeah, there's a duder with ears.
Yeah, hold on.
It's Strahd.
It's not.
Is there anything in these wagons?
Oh, there's the same kind of dude to the south.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, there's just one posted on the outside of every
Yeah.
building.
Oh, I want to go visit this woman here who's like cool looking.
Which woman?
The one on the south.
Okay. Right. Hold on. I'm trying to find. All right. So, you go down to visit them, and when you approach these right here, they seem to be elvish, but you're not just but they're slightly different. They have dark skin and hair as opposed to the normal kinds of elves that you see with like the lighter fair tones.
So not drow, but
They're not drow, but they're not exactly wood elves either.
They're Drells.
cool.
Are they Fae?
Roll nature, I would guess.
Actually, I shouldn't ask that question. I'm not here.
Oh.
Are they Fae?
Roll nature.
Oh, I didn't roll that in disadvantage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll again. You have no idea.
Who cares who they are? They're blocking my road to this woman.
Actually, that's a man. They stop you and they go, what business do you have with Casimir?
I don't know, but I'm sure as hell gonna find out.
I'm afraid we can't let you in on that ground.
I'm gonna ask her some questions.
About what? And it's a he, by the way.
Well, we got some advice from another camp of... I forget the name of this tribe.
Vistani.
Yeah,
It's not like each tribe has a different name, but the people that are part of it, it's called.
Yeah,
are called
we
Vistani.
got some good advice from some Vistani elsewhere, and fortune teller told us to come here and ask this guy some questions.
Go ahead and roll deception, since she didn't specifically tell you to talk to this guy. But go ahead and roll it in advantage, so normal for you because
19 then instead of 12.
okay. They're kind of, they will let you in, but they're going to keep an eye on you, essentially. They're not just going to like blindly trust you at this point. But yeah, they let you in, and in there, standing quietly in the front of this house, bathed in the warm light of its lanterns, are okay, yep, okay. So he stands there. He stands there, and he goes, "Hello. Who are you?"
I'm End. What's your name?
My name is Casimir Velikov. In his hovel, it's decorated. It's decorated and it has a comfortable fireplace. There's wooden statuettes of elven deities in cubby holes along one of the walls, and a tapestry of a forest hangs on the opposite wall.
So yeah, me and my associates are on trying to gather some mystical stuff to kill the devil Strahd, and we've kind of got holed up in this town, and we can't leave because they're putting on some festival, which sounds cool and all, but they're not letting me do anything. And I'm fed up and I'm bored, so I want to get out of this town so we can carry on and go do something else and kill Strahd, and I need help.
Well, I do not know of any items specifically that could help you kill Strahd. However, if you've I have had terrible nightmares. I have dreams sent to me from my sister Katrina. Her spirit has languished in the catacombs below Castle Ravenloft for centuries now. She has repented for her many sins, and she wants to restore her life. To this, I ask you to help me to go to the Amber Temple. The secret to breaking Strahd's pact and freeing Barovia from its curse might be hidden at the Amber Temple.
Okay.
When he said sister, was that like an ethnic sister?
No, his actual literal sister.
So he's centuries old then?
Yeah, he's an elf. It happens.
Oh, I did not catch that he was an elf.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't
They're
because
all
he
elves.
completely failed
But
to identify them.
okay, so that's all well and good, but we need to get out of this town. It's stifling me.
Just wait a few more days, and then you all will be allowed to leave. Although I do not believe that this particular Vistani camp will actually move on too far.
Hey,
World's committed to this 2-day thing.
I mean, if you guys want to just skip to the festival, that's fine. We can just say that you
it
hang
seems
around.
like we can know about this festival, and we have no way to actually prevent it from ever happening.
I mean, that's
So,
not necessarily
I mean-
true.
I don't know.
Unless you guys
Well,
are
it might be.
like,
It's not a terrible plan to just like provoke Strahd and try to get him to attack like a controlled location. To even
I mean, if you want to provoke
working.
Strahd, I've got a way of speaking to him, apparently.
are you
I was
gonna
thinking.
are you gonna call him names? Are you gonna do a swear?
I think that should be the last option. I don't like we fought vampires and they weren't like full vampires. And much as I love killing stuff, I don't think we can kill Strahd. And I'm kind of thinking he might kill us, which I'm morally against. So let's not.
I wasn't gonna
provoke Strahd.
fight him. We're mainly just gonna provoke him, and then once he gets here, evacuate.
To what end,
Ourselves.
though? What is the point of doing this?
To convince the Burgermeister that, like, to stop oppressing the town with his weird festivals.
I mean, if Strahd attacks the town, it would make a lot of people miserable. This is a great plan.
They're already miserable.
Yeah, but senseless violence, slaughter. I'd love it. Good, you're finally thinking like me.
If we got him to attack, we're not going to get the Burgermeister. The problem is that whoever Strahd attacks, the Burgermeister needs to see, or like someone he trusts needs to see.
Yeah,
And I'm not sure we're going to get the Burgermeister to leave the town.
exactly. There's no other way to stop this. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I don't know if anyone has high enough deception to just try to convince the Burgermeister.
You say deception, but really it would be persuasion.
I guess it depends on which
Gotta
route you're
form
going.
that.
Going with the route of, oh my god, Strahd totally attacked us. in town.
Hey, what about the biting mark?
Have you seen my...
This does have a biting mark.
One of us has a worse biting mark because Aiden got real fucked up in that fight.
Oh yeah, I
Also,
did.
Aiden hasn't shown anyone his biting mark yet, which means he could have gotten that biting mark at any time.
And it did technically happen in town.
It was a vampire, technically.
I mean, who else could make those vampires except for Strahd?
We should probably actually tell him that there's vampires in town. He got kind of distracted with what's his face.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for it. Let's go.
I'm all for the plan of having Strahd murder a lot of people, but mostly I just want to make people
To
miserable.
murder those people yourself?
Yeah.
You absolute monster.
Exactly.
All right, so
The
The plan is
Burgermaster.
to get another audience with the Burgermeister.
all right. I mean, you could just go up to his house and be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hey, you up?
You remember us? We made some baubles for you.
Like when you get up to his house, once again you're greeted by a maid. Once again, she leads you to she actually leads you to his room, which is the one with like the bear head in it, and eventually he walks in and he goes, "Oh, you all again."
Yeah. Are you aware that you had, until very recently, a vampire infestation?
I was told that Isnik took care of that situation.
Yeah, but how did they get there? I am not aware of any other master vampires that could make a vampire spawn other than the big man himself, Strahd.
Perhaps they were smuggled in from another area. We don't know. We haven't questioned Henrik van der Voort yet. He's still being punished.
This entire area is sealed off. The gates behind us, we, by some matter of magical force, as soon as we got in here.
He was talking more about the vampire spawn just like being smuggled in from like somewhere like Strahd Castle or something. Not them being
That's
smuggled
still...
in from like. He said
Outside for Barovia.
Yes, but that still sounds like an act of Strahd.
it does, but he simply comes here because not everybody is happy yet. Once everybody is happy, Strahd will have no power here.
What?
You have
Does
festivals
Strahd-
every week. Can't imagine these people can get any happier. They're fed every week on succulent pig meats and wolves.
Yes, and unfortunately, there are still some bad apples, probably because of the Damn Watcher family.
You know that Strahd doesn't care about your happiness. He's like me in that aspect. Cool. Calculating.
Happiness will keep us safe. However, being a Watcher and her damn family keeps trying to undermine my power, therefore trying to undermine the power that keeps Strahd at bay.
Who even
about the
told
Watcher
you that
family.
they would...
Oh, what was that?
Who even told you that they needed to be happy?
It is simple. Positive energy keeps vampires away. There you go. That's literally his understanding of it. Is that the power of positive thinking will keep bad things from happening to people.
So you think happy thoughts, and I'll shoot you with an Eldritch Blast, and we'll see what wins.
Do you actually say that?
No.
Okay. Smart move.
I'm as happy as can be, and yet I got bit so much. have you seen this thing? And I just kind of nudge my armor to reveal whatever largest gash I got.
He does that thing where like his lip like kind of curls up on one side. It's like, oh.
Look,
Bad things happen to this asshole all the time.
It's all hussy.
I'm pretty sure also that at this point I'm this village's largest customer of wines. Just FYI, my good dude.
I think you need to make like a thesis statement at him at some point.
He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. I think the wolf hunters spent quite a long time there, as well as the Watcher brother, the only good members of the damn family.
Those must have been the two who left.
Yep, exactly.
What is your deal with the Watchers anyway?
She is the only one powerful enough to undermine my authority without me being able to go at her directly. And she has enough power to try to undermine me. In fact, she tried to recently have her daughter marry my son in an attempt to have a legitimate claim to becoming the burgomaster. Failed.
Asshole.
It failed.
You should-
Her daughter did not appreciate my son.
You should totally fuck that family up.
Wish I could. However, even Isnik.
No, you can. You're the burgomaster. You can do whatever you want. Nothing can stop you.
The law can stop me.
You are the law.
He's not convinced.
I am the law.
He does go. However, if someone were to be acting outside the boundaries of the law, not me or my guards, obviously, but someone, and to go to Watcher House and try to convince Fiona Watcher to stop this mad bid for power, I would not be able to stop them from here in my own house. And perhaps the guards would be away for a while for them to talk in privacy.
I think this sounds reasonable. We're probably going to need a little bit of money for expenses, but I think we can get this done.
I did not say anything about me paying you, but I suppose someone could find some. I suppose if you found some payment lying somewhere around my house later and took it, I would not.
Yeah,
I doubt I would miss it.
in this theoretical circumstance where someone were to go to their house and convince. Yeah, no,
Guys, this sounds excessively illegal.
No, it's legal. There's nothing wrong with it. We're not going to be the ones doing it. You know, things just happen. Thank you for your time, Mr. Burgomaster.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Pointy Horned Devilman.
Right, can we huddle up after we talk to this guy?
Yeah, I'll say that, like, it's probably getting close to evening between all the running around you guys are doing and stuff, so, like, you can huddle up and then maybe, like, try and deal with this whole Fiona Watcher thing tomorrow, if you guys want to do that.
I just wanted...
Okay.
Like, we can discuss what we're actually doing instead of being assassins.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just giving you, like, the time frame. If you want to do something about it, it's probably better to wait until tomorrow. All right,
okay.
But yeah, go ahead and huddle up.
One day away from the...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an assassin. That's, you know.
Anyway,
Do I tell you guys how to earn money? Do I judge you for your jobs?
To actually, this is great. Now that that was a great idea, and now the Burgermaster isn't going to be watching us when we team up with the Watchers to try to take them.
Exactly.
Right.
I thought that was the plan, but also we need to make that clear.
I mean, we've got two
It's not
options.
Watcher, it's Wachter. Excuse me, I've been mispronouncing that name all
We
along.
can either assassinate all the Wachters, or we can break into the Burgomaster's house and steal evidence that he's working against the town's best interest. And also the payment he's going to leave out for me assassinating the Wachters.
How about we don't assassinate them and actually find out what they know?
Especially if we're going to be, if the plan is going to involve breaking into the Burgermeister's house, we should, probably have a more powerful family on our side.
We are running out of time to stop this.
Tomorrow is the day before the festival, right?
Yep.
So we're fine for another day.
We'll do it your way, but if things start to go wrong,
24
then
hours.
if things start to go wrong, then we'll do it my way.
I feel like we're not going to.
Well, you best make sure things go right then.
I mean, worst comes to worst, and I give a ginormous wink to everybody else. We can always assassinate the Burgermeister instead.
You better get ready to die.
I don't see the wink.
These have been excessively good rolls this round.
I'm in a disadvantage for everything.
So as you guys are walking back, you actually see
I've been doing things.
Okay, you've been doing things. What have you been doing?
So this town is about 2/3 the size of the one Gertrude's from, so she's finally in an environment she's familiar with after who knows how long. So she woke up and she started doing what she does best, which is doing odd jobs for literally everybody.
All right, and so as you're doing that, roll me. Actually, what's your passive perception, real quick?
I believe it is, 10.
Okay, let me consult Heatbot real quick because I still don't have my physical dice on me. Okay. So as you're doing your odd jobs, as you're passing through the town square, you actually see the two guys from earlier, the other Wachter brothers. Not the two that you were talking to, but the other two that excuse me, that Aiden was talking to. They seem to try to be slinking around.
And I can. Does it look like they're eyeing something up actively, or if they're just trying not to be seen?
They look like they're up to something. You're not exactly sure what from this distance, but they look like they're up to some mischief.
What distance?
We'll say about 40 or 50 feet.
Cool. I message one of them. Just connect directly to his brain and say, "Hi, I'm the half-elf across the square. What you guys doing?"
He freaks the fuck out because because he's not used to magic, and he's like, the Devil Strahd is in my head! The Devil Strahd is in my head!
No. And I approach him and I continue talking into my hand so that he can match the mouth movements to the voice and make the visual connection. It's like, no, it's the half-elf across the square.
He's kind of he's still freaking out because he's not used to magic.
Is there anything I can do to, like, I mean, I'm asking this out of character. Is there anything I can do to help him out?
I mean, you try and roll persuasion to try and calm him down.
All right. Nope. That's a 1.
Oh, okay. Nope. He's still.
I look at the other brother extremely sheepishly.
He's like, what are you doing to my brother?
I'm sorry. You looked like you weren't trying to. You looked like you were trying to avoid attention, and so I wanted to talk to you in a way that would avoid bringing attention on you, and that went wrong.
Like, well, hi, yes, hello.
Hi, my name is Gertrude Sims.
Hello. Hold on, find their names. They do have names. Okay. We are Nikolai Wachter and Karl Wachter.
I assume he said his own name first.
Yes.
Okay. Have I forget, have I heard that name before in character?
Wachters, unless you went with them to the burgomaster's house, no, you have not heard that
Yeah,
name.
I can't think of any point when I would have heard that name. So then I guess I ask the next obvious question. So what are you guys doing over here?
Well, we're going, on a dare, Nikolai dared me go to the circus man's wagon, and I dared him to open the wagon. So we were heading to the wagon, and we were going to open it up. You know, as a joke, prank, funny, haha.
Huh. Are you expecting to find things in there?
I mean, he's the circus man, so yes.
Huh. Cool. Want some help?
At this point, the one that was freaking out, just stops freaking out, and he looks at his brother, and they both grin, and they go, yeah, that would help, actually, quite a bit. And then they lead you over, let's get a, first of all, let me make sure I have draw shape, and then color I haven't used on this map yet. Nice dark purple. It leads you. Okay. And so the large stockyard has several locked sheds along its periphery, and lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arisek Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spells out the words Victavo's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door. And then, as they approach it, the wagon suddenly lurches, as though something big has thrown itself against the inside wall. You hear the cracking of wood, the scraping of metal, the snarl of something inhuman. Upon closer inspection, you see that the sides of the wagons are splattered with dry blood. You also see the inscription on the door frame that reads, I bring you from shadow into light.
I turn to the boys and I say, okay, different wagon, yes?
No, it's that one. We're gonna open it.
Do you have a plan to contain that?
Not really. And then one starts moving over and starts trying to pick the locks.
Okay, I step back a little bit and start prepping some spells. No, actually,
this is good.
I get a mage hand ready,
Okay.
so I can yank him back.
Okay. So hold on. I also need to roll. I'm just gonna roll something real quick. Okay. Well then. It is at this point he actually rolls a natural 20 on his ability to pick the lock, and it opens up, and out leaps a saber-toothed tiger.
I yank him out of the way of that.
Okay, he's like, "Uah!" and the saber-toothed tiger just like looks around real quick, growls, and just starts running off.
No, I'm trying to think of how best to like raise a panic so that no one is caught by surprise. What's good? All right, I signal at the boys, run.
They start running.
And then I fire a burning hand straight up into the air.
All right. Within almost no time, some guards walk over along with Isnik, and they go. And Isnik specifically says, "What's happened?"
Saber-toothed tiger got out of the cage. It is loose in the town.
He gathers up more guards, and they start going off to look for it, and they just sort of follow the screams. Are you going to help with that?
Have I lost line of sight on the boys?
Yeah, you've lost line of sight. They bolted for it.
Then yes, I go help with the tiger.
All right. Okay. It's at this point. You got everybody else comes back into town from the Vistani encampment, and you run into them around here. So the group's all back together except for the two people who are missing.
Why do I hear screams?
I don't even stop to talk to you. I just like signal we are running with the guards because there's issues.
But we're going to see the burger.
No, this is after the Burgomaster.
Alright, fine.
Okay. I guess we're going along with you.
Why are we running?
Saber-toothed tiger, loose in town.
Tyrannosaurus.
What?
Big cat.
What is that?
Big cat, extremely large teeth.
Roll nature to see if you
Okay.
know. To see if you know what she's talking about.
Let's see, nature.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
you guys know what a saber-tooth tiger is. It's like a tiger. I mean, okay, N doesn't. But it's like a.
He understands my explanation well enough.
It's like a tiger, but
I'm just
big.
currently thinking about a house cat.
He's like,
It's a big kid.
so it's like that house cat that lived in hell, right? Got it. Okay. So eventually, you guys find the saber-tooth tiger, and it has, from the looks of things, it hasn't attacked anybody yet. But Isaac and spots it, and he starts like prepping his like horrible flaming hand unless somebody wants to stop him.
I absolutely stop him because I know what that means.
When you stop, he's like, "Get off of me!"
I don't grab him. I step in front of him and I say, hold on. That's part of the circus band's act. I'm sure we can just capture it. We don't need to kill it.
Roll persuasion.
If only Isaac could stop for you.
I'm going to make this an opposed roll, so you might actually have a chance to succeed, because I'm pretty sure his...
I've got a case of the roll bats today.
It happens. Let me see. Let's... Oh, his charisma's actually +2. And also, wow, dang, is actually, it's going to be against... Let's just go with a straight charisma roll for him to avoid, like, see if he does what you want him to do.
Am I able to close the distance to the cat?
Oh, he rolled a natural 1, which is
Bang!
so yeah, he goes, "You do not have long before I just
Present.
No, he just goes, you do not have long before I just decide to kill you both.
Understood.
Alright, so what do you want to do? This tiger has not actually... This tiger spots you, but it doesn't actually do anything. Sort of like looking around, very confused.
Do I have a good read on how much this thing weighs?
You can tell that it's definitely bigger than a normal tiger, and and probably weighs quite a bit.
I mean, how much is? Can I roll for better numbers than that?
Hold on.
Plus or minus 500 pounds.
I need to see the average tiger weight. I'm googling that right now. Males go between 600 and 670 pounds. And I would believe the saber tiger is even bigger than that. It was probably above 500 pounds, yes.
Shit. Okay, so levitate isn't gonna work.
Can I de-spike a javelin?
Just shoot the cat.
So I tell everybody, blunt sides of your weapons only. We are going for knockout damage. Nothing pointy, okay?
Can I do that with a longsword?
No promises.
And then I do a thing that I haven't done before. And so one of the little pips of light around Gertrude's bracelet goes inside, and it doesn't change color, and no sound or vibrations happen, but the tiger experiences something.
Okay. What does the tiger experience?
The tiger experiences the very queer sensation of its inner ear being disconnected from the rest of its body.
Okay.
Because I'm going to give it one of these, and it's going to automatically save on that. So it doesn't get shoved and it takes half damage. And so it takes the concussive force, but not the internal damage a big thunder shock would cause.
Okay, then. So let me just drag up my calculator. So that's 16 is halved.
8 damage.
It's halved. Okay,
8 damage. Yeah,
right.
It auto saves.
Okay, it auto saves. So the surprise round has begun. Everybody may make your surprise round attack.
Oh, I just clicked initiative.
No, just go ahead and we won't bother with initiative quite yet. So
Fine.
we'll just go down the line and then we'll bother with initiative. So
I can't be surprised if that's any help.
yeah, that's fine.
I got the alert.
No. You are doing the surprise round.
Yeah, cool. Witch bolt.
Okay, so go. So you're doing it.
I'm not doing subdual at all for the record.
Okay. So I mean, it hits. So it only matters with the final blow anyway.
It's
Okay.
13.
All right, Dijon. Your turn, because I'm just going down the line. Round to you. So.
Okay.
We didn't get a move from Joe.
No, I'm Joe's gonna be next.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, how effectively could I mount this thing?
I don't remember what skill this is, so give me a second to look at my little DM
Animal
sheet
handling?
screen. Yeah, but
Acrobatics?
does animal handling
Well, I
still
think
exist?
right now I'm just trying to get
Animal
past
handling
something.
is a thing. I am proficient in it.
All right, roll animal handling then, because I did not know animal
Okay,
handling
sure.
still existed. This wisdom based.
Yep.
You mounted fine between its inner ear, between it like being just suddenly assaulted with this stuff. It has like no idea what's going on, so like it doesn't manage to react fast enough to throw you off. So you are mounted on it.
Okay. I'm guessing that's my action for this turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just there's other stuff I wish to do, but I'm not going to be able to do it until my next turn. So.
All right. So Joe,
Like, hog tying this thing.
Joe, it's your turn.
Well, see, let's see. I've got 3 weapons, and I don't know if I can be polite with any of them.
With the flat of your
Yeah,
blade.
you can just say that damage is subdual, and yeah.
Don't hit it with anything sharp.
Yeah, just the flat of your blade, like the pommel. Just don't hit it someplace vital, like one of its legs.
What about taking the spikes off crossbow bolts and firing them?
That would require a bit of time to prepare, actually, but you can fire them in like places that
Just
wouldn't necessarily
luckily,
kill it.
Just use your
luckily,
longsword to
I'm a
swing like a
crossbow
bat.
expert.
Yeah, but I'm saying that taking the tips off of crossbow bolts is really, really hard and would require actual time to do. Like, you'd have to sit down, concentrate on doing
Bolts-
it, and it would take a couple minutes.
Bolts are a lot thicker than arrows.
Yeah.
Just swing your longsword like a baseball bat.
Well,
You also do have
I
a
guess
magic
that's what
shovel.
I'm doing.
Oh, shit! Go ahead and roll double weapon
Roll your
damage.
damage.
Yep. Double weapon damage.
Wait, so...
Just click on.
Oh yeah, that's
There
what
we
it
go.
do automatically.
Yep.
It does.
9 plus 4. Alright.
Except instead of slashing, that's like blunt.
Yeah.
Strike, whatever the word for that is.
Alright, so, everybody... Oh, wait, actually, Isnik.
We can pretend that's my shovel.
It's Isnik's turn, and, let's see, he sees everybody trying to do the subdual thing, and he just rolls his eyes, and...
I'm not.
Let's see here. Yeah, he's gonna walk up to it, and he's going to try and hit it with the flat of his battle axe.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a big old pole arm or something.
Yeah, he's got a battle axe on him. 20 plus. He actually misses. But he gets to make 2 battle axe. And that one hits. All right. And then it's the 6 guards' turns, and between the 6 of them, I'm pretty sure they could deal 7 damage to him. So the thing is knocked out.
Brad, who's got rope? I have rope.
I have rope.
do have
I'm
rope.
also already on this thing.
I mean, I think we all have rope just from background.
We all have like adventurers packs or something, or explorers packs.
Exactly.
I assume. So we've all got rope. Right.
All right, you guys managed
So-
to
Tie up.
with the help that managed to actually be solved quite effectively. So congratulations. Da 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 da.
I was expecting it to take longer.
And that's why I didn't have you guys bother rolling initiative.
Turns out we're
Nice.
confident sometimes.
I walk up to Isaac and I hold a hand out to shake his hand and I say, "Thank you so much for your discretion."
He just looks at you. He just looks at your hand and then looks at you, and then he turns around and he walks away. He's like, "Just get that thing back where it came from."
Guys, I think you might be
Will
a jerk.
do. I think he's a man with a very specific skill set, and he's not happy when he doesn't get to use it.
Yeah, same.
If that had gone on for one more round, by the way, I would have stepped into the witch bolt to cut it off.
Yeah, that's not a thing that can happen, so...
It is in my world. Like that would have been cool. I would have totally allowed that.
I would have totally done full damage.
That's
I
fine.
accept. I accept.
Probably gonna tame that tiger.
When I witch bolted myself to get the vampire off my back, I did full damage to myself. So I have experienced that and I enjoyed it. I'm willing to take it again.
All
A
right.
little too much.
So that's
Wow,
that's the end of the second day. So do you guys
Well,
want?
how do we take it back? What happens when we get it back?
Oh yeah, when you get it back. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so when you get it back, Rictavo's like looking all around, and when he sees you bringing the tiger up, he's like, "Oh, thank you so much." She's like, "That's a, I don't know how it even got out. I thought these locks. I thought I put the locks on here. They don't look broken. How did this thing get out?"
It might have been a faulty mechanism. These things happen.
Tigers are crafty.
Go ahead and roll deception, Gertrude, because you were right there when it happened.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, I got a case of the roll goods.
Let me
Okay.
see. Let me see. He would do that because this actually isn't a this sort of thing. And he does have stats. Like he is a statted thing in the book. In fact, I don't want.
So I guess he's rolling insight
Yeah,
versus.
he's rolling insight versus. So actually, he has pretty good insight.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
But he believes you.
Not good enough, bitch. I said, yeah,
Jeez.
I've worked with simple machines like this before back home, and occasionally just like time and the weather will cause a spring to just wonk out, and a lock will undo itself. It's extremely uncommon, but I've fixed plenty of locks that have done this.
But yes, he thanks you all profusely for bringing the tiger back alive and mostly unharmed. He does notice a few singed marks, but he's willing to overlook that since the saber-tooth tiger is still alive. He gets it locked back up, and he hands you all a small bag of gold. Got
How
like
much?
I give mine back to him.
it is enough for 25 gold for everybody.
I do not accept.
No, he goes, no, I insist, please.
No,
that is yours.
No.
You earned
I'm
it.
always happy to help.
You earned it. You
What
earned
I
it.
do.
You earned it. I insist.
Very happy to take your share.
No,
if you don't.
I take it and immediately locate the closest poor person to hand it off to.
I would like to rob that poor person.
I would like to shoot you in the goddamn face with my crossbow if you try it.
You don't get to see me. It's sleight of hand.
Yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand at disadvantage. And you
Yeah.
go and Gertrude may roll perception with advantage because she would definitely know that End would try to pull something
Shit,
like this
he
off. Yeah.
did roll quite good.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception. You beat him. And when you go to rob the person, Gertrude pulls you back, and she just goes, "I swear to God, if you steal from that person, I will shoot you in the face with a crossbow."
I'm not particularly scared of her. You know that, right?
I mean, I will fight you if necessary.
I mean, if you want to start shooting End, this is a good a time as any.
If you really want to throw down over this End, we can do it right now.
I mean, you've already alerted the beggar. It's useless now. You're always in my way.
There are some lines I will
please
not allow
stop
you to
fighting.
cross. This is one of them.
Okay. So honestly, when you give
They're
the
so cute together.
actually, when you give the bag of gold to the guy, he just sort of looks at it. And he doesn't even seem like happy or ecstatic or even shocked. It just seems to be like going through the motions. Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, I'm still rolling.
Yeah,
an advantage.
that's fine. Just go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah, let me re-roll that normal style.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
that
watching
was easy enough to tell that like he's mostly acting like that one barkeep back in the town of Barovia and Izik, where he just seems to be like existing, not living.
He's not even appreciative, and you won't let me have the gold. I would very much appreciate more gold.
I'm sure you would, but I don't care.
Just go back to the inn. I'm fed up. Going to bed. I'm taking an early night. Get my 8 hours of sleep in early.
Yeah. And actually, I kind of would like to end this session early because I am starving because I did not have anything to eat before. So it's like
That's fine.
Oh, heck.
Yeah. So this is actually a good place to stop. Anyway, so.
I returned to the inn with him, and I smile at all the people I helped out today.
All right.
Aww.
Aww. So yeah, that was this session. I will be back after I am done eating, and I'm going to play some more God of War. In the meantime, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back not next week, I don't think, because that's Mother Day's weekend, and I work. So not next weekend, but the weekend after that.
Cool.
All right.
Bye.
Cool.
Bye-bye, and fans of all the other people, but mostly my fans.